But if we look at that there, posture's slightly better. I wouldn't say it's great yet, but we can just work with that, okay? The issue really from your issue on the takeaway now is you go back, you get to about here, because the body can't really work back. Now it's a bit of a kind of a lifting with the arms. There's not your right shoulder doesn't really move from that spot. So when you then start the club back down, the right shoulder has to work, and then you're over the top. So that club now is coming through your right ear, outside across the line quite a bit. I mean, that club now is attacking that ball. For me, there's a window from which you can swing within, and that's just too far out of that window, okay? So we're going to try and do now in this takeaway, as you get to about here, keep things moving back so that club next to your left arm just looks longer, because before, that was your kind of backswing there. Now we're getting some depth. Now, okay, there's still an element of over the top as you come back down, but at least by having it go back a bit deeper, now there's some daylight. Yeah, there's going to be a bit there. But there's daylight now between your neck and the shaft there. Ideally, we want to get it somewhere between those two red ones, I would say. Anything below that would be just too flat for you and you miss the ball. But coming down within those that sort of cone, so to speak, at least when the club comes in here now, at least there, we got a chance. Yeah, that club's coming from slightly outside the line. Obviously going to get a much more consistent strike. The ball can start just left, as we can see, and get a slight fade, which is what you're kind of okay seeing, to be fair. What we don't want is the ball kind of going and doing that, and then you throwing over the top, or the big pull coming in, because that's the other one you sort of struggle with sometimes. As we said before, because you hit the ball a long way, a big pull becomes a very destructive shot, doesn't it? Yeah, absolutely. So you've got to feel the sensation that when you get the club to there now, that you're just getting this shoulder, this hip, if needs be, that knee as well. So we're going to be seeing what that knee allows you to do, yeah? So I'd say from a practice perspective, you can just stand there, almost put your hand on a club here, Bob, with your right hand like this, and just feel like you're kind of getting everything out of the way as much as you can to see what you can actually do with that right hand. There you go, that's right. There you go, just see how much depth you can get. So this can get behind you now as far as you can. There you go, allow that club. Because if that club gets way behind you there, with a bit more depth in the backs and with your right, for you to come over the top now would be an absolutely humongous move. I mean, yeah? And then through the golf ball there, now you just let your arms off, just naturally sort of come through there as sort of a normal release, yeah? But keeping that left shoulder there, okay, with the arm out in front of you there, it's going to give you the sensation of just getting your, I guess, your right side to sort of open up effectively, yeah? I think in the past, probably, the amount of movement to the left side was limited, so we couldn't really move that way. So we kind of had to sort of swing a little bit more up and down armsy. Now you're able to move onto that left knee. As you said, you're not even thinking about it, which is great, yeah? You're able to make the move now yourself. It's now a question of sort of getting used to that impact position while getting your body to move further back behind you then, Bob. Okay, so more depth in that right side, turning more. Yes, there's still a bit over the top slightly, but the more back behind the ball you get with the backswing, at least it gives you an element of kind of recovery room, shall we say, to swing that golf club more efficiently towards your target. Okay, buddy?